Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. WWE CEO Triple H appears to be preparing to push a particular star in the coming months, who is wildly popular with fans. However, Vince Russo believes this could be a mistake. The 41-year-old star being talked about is Sami Zayn, who has been hinting at a title run as of late. Russo has never been really taken with Sami's work in the ring and apparently believes that putting him over will be a mistake at this point. On the latest episode of Riding with Russo, he'd also bashed the creative department for the lack of storylines in the current scene. Vince Russo agreed with the host, Dr. Chris Featherstone, that the current atmosphere in WWE is monotonous. He said, "Watch the full video below." According to Vince Russo, Sami Zayn doesn't seem like a believable champion in WWE. While speaking on an episode of Legion of Raw, he expressed his frustration about the idea of Sami being pushed to become champion. He said it remains to be seen if Vince Russo's prediction about the WWE star will come true. In a business that thrives on momentum, perception, and timing, WWE has always been under the microscope whenever major booking decisions are made at the highest level. Over the past year, Triple H has emerged as the driving force behind WWE's creative direction, carefully balancing the responsibility of honoring tradition while also ushering in a new era that fans have long been craving. While his decisions have generally earned widespread praise from fans, critics, and insiders alike, a particular move in recent weeks has sparked debate across the wrestling world. According to one WWE veteran, Triple H could be making one of the biggest mistakes of his tenure by investing too heavily in the push of a 41-year-old superstar whose time may have already passed. This critique does not come from a place of disrespect toward the performer, but rather from an understanding of the business cycle, fan psychology, and the limited window of opportunity when it comes to maximizing star power in sports entertainment. For years, WWE has found itself at the crossroads of generational shifts, trying to balance established stars with new talent. The rise of John Cena, the dominance of Randy Orton, and the evolution of Roman Reigns as the face of the company all represented phases where the company committed to long-term storytelling with figures who had both youth and charisma on their side. Now, as WWE pushes deeper into 2025, the company faces unique challenges: a loaded roster, a competitive global market, and fans who have become more educated than ever, capable of dissecting every storyline choice within minutes of it being announced. In this climate, the decision to heavily push a veteran who is in his early 40s has raised eyebrows. One former WWE star who spoke exclusively on the matter bluntly expressed concern, saying that this might not only backfire creatively, but could also damage the momentum of other younger stars waiting in the wings for their moment to shine. Triple H's booking philosophy has long been tied to a sense of authenticity. Since taking over the creative reins, he has given new life to wrestlers once thought to be mid-card fodder, allowing them to showcase their personalities in a way that resonates with today's fans. However, the push of the 41-year-old star in question has become a polarizing topic. The veteran insider highlighted the fact that while experience is valuable, the risk of leaning too heavily on older talent is that the product can stagnate. Fans, especially the younger demographic that WWE constantly seeks to attract, want to see stars that represent the future, not the past. Pushing someone who may not have more than a couple of strong years left could mean sacrificing the organic growth of younger names who could carry the company for the next decade. The criticism also comes from a physical standpoint. Professional wrestling is notoriously taxing on the body, and by the time a performer enters their 40s, the wear and tear is undeniable. While some wrestlers like AJ Styles, Edge, and Rey Mysterio have proven that age is not always an obstacle, it is equally true that their bodies can betray them at any moment. A heavy push for a 41-year-old star puts WWE in a risky position, especially if injuries derail plans. From the perspective of the veteran, this is a gamble that WWE cannot afford to take at a time when the company is building toward massive international events and attempting to solidify its next generation of box office attractions. On the flip side, Triple H's decision to push this star can be seen as a vote of confidence in the performer's ability to still connect with the audience. For all the criticisms, there is no denying that certain older wrestlers carry immense drawing power. A loyal fan base can elevate a wrestler beyond typical constraints, allowing them to remain relevant even past their supposed prime. This is where the debate intensifies. Is Triple H giving fans what they want, or is he prioritizing short-term reactions at the expense of long-term planning? The veteran source who criticized the decision believes it is the latter, emphasizing that the role of creative leadership is not just to respond to cheers in the moment, but to think 2 to 3 years down the line. The dynamic between younger stars and veterans has always been a delicate balance in WWE. When The Rock returned in the early 2010s, his involvement helped draw massive crowds, but it also delayed the full ascension of talents like CM Punk. Similarly, when Goldberg was pushed into major title programs late in his career, fans voiced frustration that younger stars were being overshadowed. The same patterns appear to be emerging again, and the exclusive comments from the WWE veteran underscore a frustration that WWE might be repeating history instead of learning from it. In the eyes of critics, Triple H's decision reflects an old habit that fans had hoped was left behind when Vince McMahon stepped away from daily creative control. That said, it is important to understand why Triple H might be making this move. From a business standpoint, older stars bring familiarity. They can be marketed easily, their names carry instant recognition, and in global markets, nostalgia sells. In places like Saudi Arabia, the UK, and now France with Clash in Paris, established names guarantee ticket sales in a way that younger talents still building their profiles might not. For television executives and corporate partners, the sight of a familiar star headlining a show adds credibility and stability. Therefore, Triple H might be prioritizing business relationships and global expansion in the short term, even if it means sacrificing some of the forward-thinking creative that had defined his leadership up to this point. The WWE veteran, however, stressed that the biggest danger lies in momentum. Wrestling thrives on momentum, and right now, WWE has a crop of young talent that could be the foundation of the next era. Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Ilja Dragunov, Solo Sikoa, Tiffany Stratton, and Jade Cargill, to name just a few. By focusing so heavily on a 41-year-old, the concern is that the spotlight becomes narrower, limiting opportunities for younger stars to break out in meaningful ways. Fans have long complained that WWE missed the boat on stars like Cesaro, Wade Barrett, and Dolph Ziggler by not capitalizing when they were hot. According to the veteran, WWE risks making the same mistake again in 2025 by choosing to elevate a performer whose best years are likely behind them. The reaction among fans has been mixed. Some see this push as a reward for years of loyalty and hard work. The 41-year-old star has undoubtedly paid their dues and contributed significantly to WWE over the years. For those fans, the push is a moment of validation, a chance to celebrate a career that perhaps never got its full due. Others, however, echo the concerns of the WWE veteran, seeing this as a step backward in a company that has been making so many steps forward. Social media platforms have been buzzing with debates, with hashtags trending both in support of and against the push. This polarization could work in WWE's favor, as controversy often drives engagement, but it also risks alienating the very audience WWE is trying to grow. From a historical perspective, WWE has often struggled with knowing when to let go of stars. Hulk Hogan, The Undertaker, and Triple H himself all had moments late in their careers where fans questioned whether their presence was holding back the next generation. In some cases, like The Undertaker's final run, nostalgia was enough to justify their involvement. In other cases, the backlash was strong enough to damage reputations. The exclusive critique from the WWE veteran makes it clear that this current decision falls into the latter category, suggesting that WWE is not learning from its past mistakes. Still, this is not a situation without nuance. Wrestling is an unpredictable industry, and sometimes decisions that look questionable in the short term can pay off in surprising ways. The 41-year-old star being pushed could have one of the best runs of their career, proving critics wrong and solidifying their legacy in a way that benefits both themselves and WWE. Triple H, known for his long-term storytelling, may even be setting the stage for a storyline where the veteran is used to elevate younger talent in the end. The veteran critic, while firm in their belief that the push is a mistake, also admitted that WWE has surprised people before, and that if anyone can pull this off, it might be Triple H. What remains clear is that WWE is at a pivotal point. With WrestleMania 41 still fresh in the minds of fans and major international shows like Clash in Paris looming, every decision carries heightened significance. The push of this 41-year-old star will be closely scrutinized in the coming months, and its success or failure could serve as a defining moment for Triple H's creative reign. Fans, insiders, and wrestlers themselves will all be watching to see whether this move is remembered as a stroke of genius or a massive misstep that delayed the inevitable rise of the next generation. At the heart of this debate is the eternal question that defines professional wrestling. How do you balance the past, present, and future? Triple H has built his reputation on striking that balance better than most, but even he is not immune to criticism when the scales seem to tip too far in one direction. The exclusive comments from the WWE veteran highlight a growing concern that the company's future is being compromised for the sake of short-term recognition. Whether or not those concerns prove to be justified will depend on how the story unfolds in the months to come. For now, the debate continues, with fans and insiders alike divided on whether Triple H is making a bold, calculated gamble or a massive mistake that could haunt WWE for years. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.